went to my family doctor in February of 2002, and he discovered what he thought was a lump in my breast. And they had me going to get a mammogram the next day, and then he sent me to a surgeon 3 days later. The surgeon could not find anything at all, and the mammogram didn't show anything. And he said, well, maybe you should get all of your mammograms and bring them back to me, the ones you've had at Green, and I'll get the ones at General. And he said, come back in 3 weeks. So we did that. Couldn't find anything. Everything looked the same. So he said, the only thing I know to tell you is come back in 6 months and we'll see. I said, by the way, doctor, I have a lump here on my throat. He said, oh, let me look at that. And he did a needle biopsy, and 3 days later I was called and I was told that it was malignant and that we needed to have it removed. And it was removed in April of 2002. And it proved to be malignant, and it was I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was treated at General Hospital for 18 months. I received Rituxan, which was a fairly mild form of chemo. I received 20-some treatments while I was there. I was reading in the paper in November of 2003 about a Gabrail Cancer Center, and that he was doing some research on non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I thought, oh, I want to try this. And I did go down and I was examined, and I was very impressed with Dr. Gabrail. He seemed to take time with me. He explained things with me. And then my insurance changed in January of 2004, and it worked out that I could come to the Gabrail Cancer Center. And I have been coming since 2004. And I've been very impressed with the accessibility to the center. Actually, I can almost walk in anytime and just say, I need maybe blood work today, or I need to talk to the doctor. And within a half hour, I'm getting blood work or I'm talking with the doctor. I have had 9 regimens of chemo, 6 different ones. I have not been eligible for any experimental programs or clinical trials, but I understand that I may become eligible within 2 to 3 weeks. They're raising the standards for some of us that's living a little longer. So I will be excited about that, because the conventional treatments, they help me, and I'm good for about 10 months, and then I'm back on the chemo again. A couple little things that I have had happen to me with Dr. Gabrail that I'm just so impressed with. One time I called down after a round of chemo. I had colitis, and oh, was I sick. And I called that morning at 9 o'clock, and they said, all right, you come in at 2 today. I said, all right. 35 minutes later, Dr. Gabrail was on the phone calling me. He asked what was wrong, and I told him. He said, you come now. And another experience I had after another round of chemo, I had thrush. And Dr. Gabrail was going to be out of town for the week, going to a conference, and he told me, he said, now this is my phone number, cell phone number, and I want you to call me each day to let me know how you're doing. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to call him. He's in a conference. And I said, well, at least he'll let his answering machine come on. I called. He answers. And he thanked me for calling. I told him how I was. He said, you be sure and call again tomorrow. Well, on Sunday, I called again. And again, Dr. Gabrail answered. And I have just really been impressed with the treatment that I have received at the Gabrail Cancer Center.